Fatumatta sends us a question, and she says, is female circumcision permissible, and whether it was done during the time of the Prophet ﷺ. The most authentic opinion of scholars is that circumcision is part of human nature, and it is something that is natural and part of nature, as in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, meaning that this is the original way that Allah has created people to have, and that is to clip their nails, to shave or trim their mustaches, to remove the pubic hair, to pluck the armpit hair, and to have circumcision. However, the scholars agree that male circumcision is mandatory, and hundreds of medical reports support this. This does not concern us as Muslims, whether medical reports support or disagree, because we as Muslims submit our will to Allah Azza wa Jal, and whatever the Prophet tells us, as some we follow, whether the medical reports support or disagrees and rejects. So male circumcision is mandatory. As for female circumcision, scholars differed, and the most authentic opinion is that it is recommended and it's a sunnah. If you do it, Allah will reward you. If you don't, Allah will not punish you. And it depends on the country and the location. And it also depends on the surgeon operating this. If he's not knowledgeable, if he does not have the experience, it's forbidden for you to do this. And it differs, as I said, from cold countries to warm countries and on the need of doing this. Some do not need it, some may require it, but at the end of the day, it would not be fair to say that it's not part of the sunnah, or to claim that it is forbidden to do it, because the authentic hadith, or a number of hadiths, prove that this was practiced at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet ﷺ gave guidelines to those who are operating by not exceeding the limit and overdoing it, and also by not leaving it as it is, as this would not be suitable. And is it advisable to do or not? It's recommended, depending that you trust the one who's doing it, who's operating it, and there is need for it, and by not exceeding the measurement and the amount prescribed to us by the Prophet ﷺ.